Hello my fellow smug ones, I hope you're all okay. Well, it looks like the BBC are about to learn that OAPs just aren't going to be pushed about, doesn't it? Let's begin. Okay, if you want to watch my videos as soon as I put them online, the best way to do that is by clicking the subscribe button and that notification bell. Anyway, this story's from The Sun and it says almost 1 million OAPs refuse to pay TV licence fee after BBC scrapped making them free. And so they should. I wouldn't pay it if I was them either. Mind you, I don't pay it now. Anyway, let's read on. Around 750,000 people are believed to be resisting reminders to pay the £157.50 annual fee, new figures show. Well, that's good. I'm glad they're not going to be pushed around by the BBC, and nor should they. A lot of OAPs have been used to having free TV licence for 10, maybe 15 or even 20 years. So for the BBC to suddenly start turning up at their door and saying, "Can I have some money please?" is a bit of a cheek really, and I wouldn't put up with it either. The total amount of unpaid fees means the BBC could be losing out on £118 million every year. Now that may sound like a load. I mean, I would love that to have that money, but for the BBC, it's not actually that much. They get around £3 billion each year from the TV licence. So 118 million out of that isn't too much at all, is it? Even if they doubled it or even trebled it, that would be £354 million. So I think it's disgraceful that they're not actually letting the OAPs have the free TV licence. They're making them jump through hoops where they have to go on to pension credit in order to receive a free TV licence, which I think is really bad because obviously most of these people have paid their whole life into the system. So for them not to have a free TV licence when they're in their retirement is a disgrace, and is obviously probably damaging the BBC's reputation, for whatever little reputation they have, that is. People who do not pay the TV licence risk £1,000 fine. Well, they're not telling you that that £1,000 fine is very rarely given out. Usually it's about £170 fine, which is just a little bit above the standard TV licence fee. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to say you all don't pay your licence and watch TV illegally. I'm not saying that. But what I'm trying to tell you is that £1,000 fine is the top of their limit of what they give out. With jail sentences possible for those who refuse to pay the penalty. And look at the irony in that. You get put into prison for not paying the penalty for not paying your TV licence fee, but then you're allowed to watch TV in prison without paying a TV licence. It's ridiculous, isn't it? It's honestly stupid. Campaigners are calling for the BBC to reinstate free TV licences for the over 75s. And so they should be, because like I said, it's a tenth, or roughly around a tenth, of the BBC's income, as far as I'm aware. Dennis Reid, the director of pensioner campaign group Silver Voices, I think that's quite a good name, said OAPs have been flooded with further reminder letters in the past few weeks, the Sunday Mirror reports. He said some had 3 or 4 letters in the last couple of weeks, reminding them that their licences would be cancelled. They are desperate to get people to pay. And of course they are. Loads of people are cancelling their TV licences every day. The BBC has made a total pig's ear of this, and if they start fining or jailing the over 75s, their roof will fall in. And yes, because them wanting to send your nanny to prison for watching EastEnders because she can't pay the licence fee is not a very good look, is it? Keith Albandroth, I hope I pronounced that right, Keith, who's 78, told the Sunday Mirror he is refusing to pay the TV licence on a point of principle. And yes, I totally get where he's coming from. So imagine if they started doing that to us with the internet. I mean, we've had the internet for nearly 30 years now. So imagine them knocking at our door and saying, right, you now got to start paying £1 a month, or more specifically, £13.13 a month to use the internet. We wouldn't like it, we wouldn't stand for it, and neither, I think, should Keith. I think the over 75s should continue to get free TV licences. Most of them have worked all their lives, so they deserve to at least relax and watch a bit of telly, don't they? And quite a lot of them don't have the internet, so they can't get the catch-up services. So their only means of watching TV is live TV. And also quite a lot of them use it for company as well. He said, if they took me to court and said, you've got 2 weeks in prison, I could quite easily go to jail and watch TV for nothing. That's a ludicrous thing, and I'd get 3 meals a day. And he's right, isn't he? Because prisoners can watch live TV all day long and not have to pay a penny towards the BBC. So if they can do it, why can't the rest of us? It's a ridiculous payment. The BBC should find another way of raising funds, as ITV and every other channel do. And yes, they should. Every other channel has either adverts or subscription. So why can't the BBC do that? I mean, the BBC already has adverts, don't they, on their UK TV channels? So they're probably used to getting money for adverts, aren't they? And also they have BritBox with ITV, don't they? So they get used to subscription. So if they're used to getting money through those two methods, then why can't they do it now with the BBC? The fact is they can, but they refuse to do so because it's a lot easier for them to sit on their bums and get money for nothing, isn't it? It was introduced as a benefit for OAPs, and we don't get many these days. It's time somebody stood up to the BBC. And he's right. And it's not just talking about the OAPs, it's everyone who's not paying their licences. As long as you're not watching TV illegally, of course. Free TV licences for the over 75s were scrapped last summer, causing extra cost to millions of households. The decision was met with widespread dismay, with petitions calling for a U-turn, attracting hundreds of thousands of signatures. And you know what? One day I think we will get that U-turn. It's just a matter of time, I think. Because with every OAP the BBC goes after, especially if they jail them for non-payment of their fines, it's going to make their reputation plummet, isn't it? And make more people cancel their licences as a result. So I think they'll eventually reinstate the free licences for the over 75s myself. BBC Chairman Sir David Clementry said the decision to commence the new scheme in August has not been easy. What's that, for the BBC to get away with, or for OAPs to be able to afford in the middle of a pandemic? Which one, BBC? Which one's not been easy? I wonder. The BBC could not continue delaying the scheme without impacting on programmes and services, and their salaries, of course, and their extra lavish lifestyles, and loads of other things the BBC takes for granted. Anyway, let me know what you think. Here are some of my other videos for you to watch next. If you're a legend, click that like button down there, it really does help me out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.